Hey guys, this is Laurent Canicioni, alias Bonaparte 333. I haven't done a video in a long time and I thought this was a great opportunity to do so. So yes, a lot has happened since my last post. And of course, I'm talking about the iPad Pro and the iPad Pencil. What can I say? I'm one of those people who was in a creative rut a few months ago and I was ready for a new machine. I have been using my iPad Retina for quite a while and I was pretty happy with it. I've been using it for several years, but with all the upgrades and everything, it was getting pretty slow, especially with Procreate handling bigger files. So I was looking for a new machine. But I was kind of tired of drawing, to be honest, and I was looking into more a 3D oriented platform like a Surface Pro, and to be able to do some 3D with it and stuff like that. So I was really looking into that, and I wasn't sure that I was actually gonna buy an iPad Pro. And why I'm telling you this story is because I'm hoping some people might recognize themselves in this situation where I wasn't really looking for upgrading to another iPad. I've had several iPads in the past. I've been using Procreate for years, like since the very beginning. I even test out new versions of the software, but I was ready for something different. And I was kind of a bit tired of drawing on the small screen and all that. But anyways, since most of the work I do is a lot of it for clients is drawing oriented and I use Procreate for all the designs, I thought I would test out the iPad Pro. So I went to the Apple Store and well, my experience wasn't that impressive. I mean, I tried the pencil with the software they had on hand, which is like, I think the best one is Adobe Sketch, that has a little bit of tilt action, and I wasn't super impressed with it. So thought about it for a while, and eventually, I saw a lot of reviews on the internet. So this isn't like a review because there's so many great reviews out there of people making great art with the Apple Pencil. So I decided, well, okay, most of the work I do is for clients anyway. I need a really good drawing machine, and to be honest, from the beginning, I never had the drawing experience I wanted from my iPad. It's great from painting, but as a drawing tool, it hasn't that really precise feeling that I needed or really liked from the analog world. So this is what I did here. I tried to emulate one of the sketches I did with colorist pencils when I was still sketching in sketchbooks, which I don't do anymore, unfortunately. I do all my sketching in the digital world. So yeah, I really wanted to try and capture that feel. And I was amazed. Like I had done a couple of doodles before, and I wasn't really getting great response from Procreate and the brushes. I thought they were a bit too. For instance, when tilting the pencil on the side to use it to make it a broader stroke, it would really be very dark compared to the pressure I would use when drawing it with the pencil upright. So all that was kind of a bit of a disappointment for me at first, but then I fiddled with all the pressure curves in Procreate and all the brush settings, and I tried other people's brushes from forums and all that, and then I really found a happy medium where I was getting a much more specific kind of performance out of my pencil. So since then, I've been really happy. Like I was really not enjoying doing personal artworks on the iPad for a while. I was doing stuff for clients, but for me it was like I kind of had grown out of it, and I had a really busy winter and I wasn't drawing, and I found it really hard to get back into doing stuff for me. So this was a piece for really testing out the hardware. I asked my girlfriend, all right, I have the white page syndrome. What should I draw, And she said, well, I do somebody knitting. So that was a basic starting point. And everyone who knows me knows I like drawing old people. Old ladies are always fun. So I went that way. And from there, this evolved into this little sketch, which was a lot of fun to do. And I was really impressed how much I used the tilting action like a real, what do you call it? Like a real pencil you could use on the side to make broader strokes. For me, it's really useful to make volumes. I find it's great for that. Quick volumes. You can see how I use the tilting action on the first steps of making the tail, where I really kind of sculpt it out with big, bold strokes instead of using like a fine line. That's really cool. So basically, yeah, what I want to tell everyone is if you had second thoughts about the Apple Pencil and maybe you weren't sure, like me, I mean, that happens. We're not all smitten right away with new technology. Well, this is a great way to sketch. I found it really kind of natural. Once you have your settings set up, it's great. The multitasking also is amazing because I can take a layer, copy it, and bring it into another program like Pixelmator, for instance, and then it has a liquify option, and that's something that's missing from Procreate. But it's a really easy step to do, and you can go back and forth and copy the layer and bring it back in Procreate afterwards and continue doodling. So it's really simple and efficient, which I love. One last thing that I could say about the pencil is that I do feel that it glides a little bit too much on the screen, and to remedy that, I ordered a matte screen protector in the hopes of making it have a little bit more tooth. So hopefully that'll help that. Otherwise, I mean, it's still very usable, but to my taste, I'd like to have it a bit more grippy. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully, I mean, that kind of review helps out anyone who's been having second thoughts about the Apple Pencil. It's a great sketching tool. All right, see you next time.